Hey folks, Jay Barrino here, welcome back, thanks for joining me. We're playing Path of the Damned, Revamp, created by Seven Blood, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3. It's Mission 7, Blackrock, and Roll 2. This map was submitted to Mapperino 2021, so I do know what it's kind of about, but when I played it back then, I had no context of the rest of the campaign. I hadn't played 6 previous missions, so I think this is going to be a much better showing this time around. We'll see. Let's get going. We're going to be facing a bunch of orc bases. I honestly don't remember that much more, besides feeling like I never had any mana on Arthas. But things are different now, that's for sure. The next morning, as dark clouds gather above the Blackrock villages, Arthas and the rest of the Scourge prepare for their next grim task. Meanwhile, freezing rain and snow begin to fall across the lands of Alterac and Lordaeron. Hard, please. Okay, so no new abilities, which means we can kind of take whatever we want. Obliterate might be great on this map because there are a bunch of those red dragons in the last base. So the thing is, with Obliterate, we don't have to feel obligated to use whatever we pick in this queue, right? We still just use Arthas to mostly raise dead. So I can take Obliterate and save it for heroes and like when we feel like we really need it. It's not something that we need to be spamming constantly. So let's give that a shot. Separately, I do feel like Dread Aura could be really good here. But we do need persistent health regeneration if we're going to use Obliterate at all. So honestly, Frostmourne Hungers, I think sadly, is just... I don't want to say it's too good. Perhaps all the others need to be a little bit better to keep up with this, simply because this is percentage-based, so therefore it scales so much better into the later missions. Plague Ward is exactly what it sounds like. If this was maybe like a healing ward, and that would probably be just way too good. But that would be percentage-based and also very, very, very strong. We could lean into the single-target stuff by going Mind Freeze, but I don't think that's the right choice. Maybe Dread Aura this time, because we're facing orcs, which means that, they have a lot of grunts with high armor. We can reduce that with Dread Aura. At the same time, again, we really just need to focus on what can give us the most amount of HP back when necessary. You know what? Let's try something different. We'll go Dread Aura, which also means... I would love to use Call of Ner'zhul. Nope. Okay, I think the ability to choose it is just broken, unfortunately. We could try Grim Harvester this time as well, as long as we retain the offensive. This might be quite nice. I think I took Drain Essence when I played this on the Mapperino version, and it just felt underwhelming to me. But that's also because I didn't have any items on Arthas either, so I think his mana regen in general just didn't feel very good. Let's try Grim Harvester. Sure. Okay, Champion of the Scourge. This is where we can make sure that we get our health back with the 100% lifesteal. We tried Night of the Living Dead last time. Mark a target unit for death. Again, this seems okay. I suppose we could put this on enemy heroes. Obey is also awesome, and I wonder if we could just steal the red dragons. Though I think the red dragons that they build are technically still creeps that are like level 10. So I'm not sure if this would necessarily work. I don't know for sure, so it's probably not worth the risk. So let's take Champion of the Scourge this time. Scourge Perks, and we also have 2 allies here. We get to choose what their behavior will be. But anyway, let's check the Scourge Perks. It doesn't look like there's anything brand spanking new. And we are against orcs this time, so I think we probably want to go... we want to go here, which is the Martial Remembrance, because there are grunts. That's really the only reason. And then otherwise, maybe we just do a more typical build with necromancers this time and go like heavy zombie cultist type situation. I'll grab Slash and Burn as well. I've never regretted taking that. Okay, we don't need Silverblood. None of these... I see Warlocks, but I don't think that's like undead Warlocks of orcs. I think that's Warlocks as in undead priests that we raised. So Silverblood, not worth it. We could go with Dalvin Gear this time. Again, it's 10 points. This is something I don't see myself necessarily taking in the future, so let's try it now. This is probably the best time to try it. Wings of Death, again, not really ever something I'm interested in. Let's take Restless Dead. Let's take Mastery of Death. That leaves us with 6. So maybe we go Cult Movements and then Siegecraft. Let me just double check over here. Is there anything worth snagging? Undying Swarm. We can't get Lords of Ajol Narub. Not this time, at least. 125 hit points. This is the mission where we can start building Frost Worms, I think. But again, I'm not a huge fan of air units in general in this game. So I don't think I'm going to be making those. Let's go Cult Movements. And let's go Siegecraft. Okay. Calthazod AI Selection. Calthazod uses his impressive necromantic skills to raise a large army of zombies and other weak undead to flood the enemy. Calthazod rallies the Cult of the Damned to support you with a wide array of casters and weak frontal units. I mean, it's Calthazod. I feel like we have to take this, but let's at least check. Zombies, Abominations, and Meat Wagons builds a small army of powerful units that will slowly wear down any living foe. Controls our Nerubian allies from the wastes of Northrend. Commands the flying horrors of the Scourge from a base that does not join in attacks, but does not join in attacks himself, which is mostly air units. We can make him make air units, but look, it's got to be Cult of the Damned. It's Calthazod. And then Sylvanas raises her fellow High Elven Rangers as Banshees that can possess enemy units. Fitting. Commands a balanced army of Fallen units. Fallen Footmen, Cultists, Shadow Priests, and Fallen Knights. Doesn't really fit her very well, but seems decent. Leads the reanimated forces of Quel'Tha Lost into the fray as a fragile but high-damage army. Honestly, I think we grab Screaming Sisters. Zombies, Banshees, and Possessed units. Could be fun. Okay, let's get started. Made all of our choices. It's kind of hard to click on this sometimes because the selection boxes for the spires, the obelisks, is pretty large.
Isn't it time you told me about the second phase of the plan, Lich?
Certainly. The first phase of the Lich King's plan was to engineer the Scourge, which would eradicate any group that might resist the Legion's arrival.
Like the forces of Lordaeron and the High Elves.
Exactly. The second phase is to actually summon the Demon Lord, who will spark the invasion. There is a nearby encampment of Blackrock orcs who maintain a functional demon gate. I must use the gate to commune with the Demon Lord and receive his instructions.
I've encountered these demon-worshipping orcs before. How do they fit into all this?
That, young one, is a very complicated matter. Suffice it to say, they no longer hold any favor with the Legion.
Interesting, so they're sacrificing people to send units at us. There's Dalvin Gear. Immediately grab Araj. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
What is it now?
Where do I build an ossuary? Dude, we don't even start with Halls of the Dead. Get some zombified peasants first and foremost. Do I have a graveyard up there?
Speak, fool.
Okay, seems like primarily we're going to be getting attacked over here, and then we've got Calthazod. I wonder if he's ever going to make any Frostworms regardless. My prince, these lands are home to many ancient creatures, none as mighty as the blue dragonflight. We should track down and slay some of their brood, and we can make use of their arcane fury. So that's how we're going to get the Frostworms, by raising them. That's awesome. Okay, get some basic upgrades. Again, how do I would love the ossuary. I don't think I started with one. Okay, we need we need Halls of the Dead if we want to do that.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, get it up there. And then what can you do, Dalvin Gear? Allows the Dreadlord to become invisible and move 70% faster for 50 seconds, and then he gets 100 bonus damage. That's like a really good Wind Walk. Sleep. Nether Walk is Blink. Dreadlord gains a portion of the souls of all nearby units, draining 20 hit points from each and healing himself for the same amount, then gets 25 attack damage and 100% lifesteal. Interesting hero. I really don't see myself micromanaging him very, very heavily. So what are we leaning into on this one? Oh, there's the Death Lords. Those are the things that were, like, super slow. One thing I kind of want to do is make a bunch of these catacombs. We do need to be pretty aggressive.
You too must be scourged from the world.
I wish we could also make plague cauldrons. That would be neat. There's our obliterate. Yeah, see, we kept our Khadgar's pipe. You love to see it. All right, let's get raising these units. Gotta wait for this so that we can get some slaughterhouses as soon as possible, because we need some siege weaponry. But I do think that we could probably afford to be fairly aggressive here right at the start. Prince Arthas, we discovered the remnants of some Alteraci forces in the area still battling the orcs. Grab Nathanos as well. Admirable that they've kept the fight this long after the kingdom was destroyed. We should make good use of their bones. A mana stone? Sure. A little bit of regen, extra regen on Arthas. Never hurts. Let me tell you what. I think we just push. We just push. We've got two really strong heroes. The orcs have enslaved a powerful Doomguard to aid them. Okay, that's done. And let me tell you something. I'm just going to go straight to Black Citadel. Maybe not the smartest of choices, but I think it must be done. And then we get Temple of the Damned. We have a meat wagon just sort of hanging out in here. Let's move up with everybody. Dalvangir, go invisible and hit this guy. It's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and pop Arthas' ultimate. Oh yeah, he's getting that HP back very fast. That's what you love to see. Dalvangir going toe-to-toe with this thing. Go invisible and hit him one more time for the big crit. Excellent. We got a bunch of undead orcs in there too, and the grunts have a bit of a bonus, keep in mind. Okay, where is my altar? Yeah, grab both of these heroes out. Thankfully, they don't cost supply. And I think we just keep going here, because we got lots of stuff in here. Fallen ogres, that's awesome. Yeah, I think this is the right choice. Keep pushing up in this direction. Arthas, he just regenerates casually. Let's take care of this stuff bit by bit. Goblin Laboratory is attackable. That's interesting. Okay, you know what? You guys don't worry about that. It's going to be easily distracted. That's going to make us easily distracted. We're finding more summoning circles. It's possible that by getting rid of those, it'll stop them from being able to send demons at us. Let's keep getting upgrades, which have been very important. And I have, this guy. We need necropolises. Or ziggurats is what I meant. We get just 2. That's fine for now. We'll worry about necromancers in a moment. His ultimate is almost up. Use your Q on this hero right here, please. Nathanos, use your spells before this happens. There you go. Okay, everybody move in.
What is it now?
They've enslaved another powerful demon because they're jerks. Go ahead and use your ultimate, buddy. Pendant of Mana. Again, we can give that to someone else. He's not attacking any units, so he's actually not benefiting right now from the life drain. Make sure that you're attacking stuff, buddy. Okay, Altar's not resummoning anything. Just use your Q again on this thing. Instantly roasted. The Sarian getting his level 2. By level... his level also, is what I should say. We got rid of Cyan / Teal. Whatever you'd consider it in this game. So, we got our Black Citadel. I'm going to start leveling up necromancers, because I think we do like a zombie flood, because that's going to benefit Arthas, because he's got the mana regeneration as things die around him. Dalvangir doing well, and then more ziggurats. How much supply do we get from these? All right, that should cap us out. I guess we'll grab Nerubian tunnels. Another powerful Doomguard. They're just going to keep sending those at us, I guess. That's perfectly fine. I guess we could try the Death Lords. I'm not too thrilled with them, to be honest. They're just too slow. Okay, we need more lumber. We could sack some guys in order to get that lumber. Get roasted. The Saurian's going ham on these things. Okay.
Speak, fool.
They're just going to keep doing that. There's... oh, it's Alterac. So Alterac is, like, right by us here, I guess. Maybe we should push directly into those. Calthazod going the wrong way, if he wants to actually help us here. Arthas, come grab that Tome of Power, and what else was dropped here? Orb of Frost. Again, we want orbs on everybody where possible. Don't put anything on Dalvingir, though. It said that his stuff doesn't carry forward. Go ahead and pop your ultimate here, buddy. And they did sneak around us. Oh, because they do have those few little bits of buildings still. I thought we'd killed Teal completely, but I guess not. So we got to rebuild our structures.
Tread lightly.
Orb of Frost. I guess let's just attack with Calthazod and go for Alterac since we're here. I think my hero's already capped. Maybe Arthas isn't. Okay, back up, buddy. Just make sure that you're raising stuff. Attack and attack. Go ahead and Avatar here and stomp. Just use your ultimates. We turned around with Araj and get Araj up there to help us attack in this direction. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to hold these attacks back. It might be close. Griffins! Griffins! Okay, stay back, buddies. We got the reinforcements coming in to help us. You all get in there and attack. Arthas has to stay back. He can just keep raising stuff. Undead Knights, you love to see it. All of you flood into Orange. The sooner that we can kill Orange, seemingly the better. You all can now get up there and attack into Orange also. Now let's go ahead and take... That's... We could take this with the Halls of the Damned. And then, like I had said, I kind of want to get a bunch of, what are they? Catacombs to spawn a bunch of free ghouls. I didn't, like, fully read about them, but I want them. It just spawns ghouls and runs them around the map.
Speak, fool. What is it?
Okay, keep going. Does seem like they're rebuilding fairly aggressively, but that's okay. Arthas, do you have your ultimate back? Yes, you do. So pop that on, buddy. He is getting his HP back. Oh, no, he's getting his HP back as things die. That's right, I forgot. We didn't take, like, the fully passive one. Passive regeneration, I should say. But this works just as well. Hit the cannon tower, please. We need slaughterhouses also. My lack of space is kind of my own, is a hell of my own making. So we gotta clean up. This is perfect. Our allies are gonna run into them. No, they're not. Never mind. They're turning around. Unfortunately, I think we've killed Alterac though, so this is fine. We're probably gonna have to turn around though.
Our forces are under attack.
I have a lot of supply available. So let's get some Nerubians out. What can be built at the crypt? Just honestly, just whatever. Delves deeper into the catacombs, allowing each building to release Scourge twice every 30 seconds. So you just get ghouls that spawn and they just start running around. And we're gonna get a bunch of those eventually. Dude, get him, zombie! Doing the Lord's work, buddy. Okay, I really need to get these extra bases set up, but we had to finish up these guys that were attacking our flanks before we did any of that, so. Keep going, keep attacking this. They're gonna keep summoning Doom Guards, which does keep the pressure on. It looks like Sylvanas has taken care of Pink for us. I love that quite a bit. Thank you, Sylvanas. That gate is closed, which is why our units end up having to go around. We serve the Lich King, says General Hath. Dude! A Death Knight. Get. Okay, Impale. He's basically, what's his name? From the Scourge campaign. I don't even remember his name anymore. Anubarak, that's his name. Get down here and attack this gate.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna get him confused with Arthas, I think. Those are the blue dragons. How are we gonna kill those in an effective manner, I wonder? Let's get up here and haunt this gold mine, because I think it's in a location that we can take it, and enemies will mostly leave it alone. Okay, slaughterhouses, very important. Disease cloud, corpse stitchings we know is very good. Consume, I feel like, can be abused. You could just make abominations and have them eat each other, and then until one of them gets to insane levels of HP, right? I won't do that, but I could. All right, we have double Doom Guards coming in. Let's just go ahead and redirect our hero group. Somehow Arthas did not die throughout all of that.
I am ready.
Okay, they are stunnable. Can these be raised? They leave corpses. Maybe, no, they don't leave corpses. I guess that would be a little too good. We can also take this base over here.
Research complete. Speak, fool.
We need to build acolytes to come and sit over here too.
What it is done.
Finally.
And then I can take
I wish only the damned stand ready. Where shall my blood be spilled?
this guy. Yeah. You can go ahead and build here.
What is it?
Multi-build it, and then we've got all these leftover human units too, which I think we took Martial Remembrance, so they're even better.
My talents are yours.
Okay, at a certain point we're gonna have to turn around and kill these.
This is more like it.
I grow tired.
Oh, he's got. Oh no, that's the Sarian.
What is
I'm not gonna put anything in this guy's inventory because he's just gonna lose it.
Speak, fool.
What is it now?
No one.
Dude, this doesn't worry me at all. At all. We're gonna make more. I would like the ossuary,
The damned stand ready.
and then I want to make a bunch of these catacombs, like I mentioned. We just need more money. Once we get these extra bases set up, then we're cooking with gas. We're in great shape. Dude, this guy is gonna get killed right now. That Q is pretty awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and rotate our units over to this center section, because that's where all the attacks are being funneled through. There we go. We got a haunted gold mine. We got another gold mine here. That seems to be fully saturated. And then again, we make a bunch of these catacombs. And I guess I don't know if the ghouls are going to benefit from like +3 and such. I think I tried to do this on the map Reno entry as well, and then I think they ended up kind of bugging out and doing some weird stuff. But it's fine. It's going to be fine, I should say. Trees are an issue. We might have to start sacking some stuff using the bone forge, or what it's called. I could also take this base. Dalvingir's hurting.
Tread lightly.
I suppose we would want to take this if only so that we can spread some blight and heal while we're out of combat. We can also use the ossuary to do that, but I'm going to assume this spawns with 0 mana, so you have to build it and then wait. Yeah, so that we can eventually get the no rest, which would be great. Let's go ahead and start leveling up our casters as well.
The damned stand ready.
And then we're just going to have ghouls running all around the map here over time as well. Passively summons a ghoul for free every 30 seconds. These ghouls are wild and not under the direct control of the Scourge, however, they will randomly wander the map and assault living forces at random. And then we got the thing where they spawn 2 at a time. I'm not sure if getting this Endless Torment would be useful. Let's get some more guys on lumber for now. Yeah, and they're kind of spawning in tandem, which is great. Let's see. What else can we do? I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, we have a lot of gold, but not much lumber, so just make them Make these guys, and then we want to come back down here and kill these. I guess we can use our hero group. I think our heroes alone should be able to kill these. Did I put the Orb of Frost on anybody? No. Who would it be appropriate on? I guess Nathanos or Araj. We can start ditching these Demon Claws at this point. We don't need them anymore. My allies are doing great against both pink and brown. I don't think they need my help at all, so I'm just going to let them keep going. Dude, they're attacking together. I think they're in great shape here. Let's move on in. And then we'll backtrack in order to pick up some of the items we left behind. Arthas is only level 32, so he's not quite there. Yeah, we're getting Frostworms for free. So move up and join my army. Dude, look at all this stuff that we've got. That's wonderful. Another gold mine down here, too. So yeah, let's come on up here. We'll do some inventory juggling. We don't need this this Mana Stone anymore. We'll just give it to Araj and have him consume it, I think. Slaughterhouse tends to have a ton of upgrades, so let's just make sure we get all of those first, and then we can grab +3 stuff. Okay, heroes are back. Arthas picked this up. Oh, baby. And then let's juggle some inventory here. Drop this, pick this up.
What is it now?
I have better things to do.
Thy bidding.
Drop this, drop this, pick this up. Keep in mind, again, we have 2 heroes whose inventories are not going to be rolling over. Just something to keep in mind. We should just order these in the order that we'd be willing to get rid of them. Here, drop these Ghoul Claws, because that's only +3. And here, General Hath, you could take that. We have to come up here and kill these dragons. So let's do that, and then we'll worry about hitting yellow in a moment. I think we got more than enough stuff up here to support us while we wait to do that. Lumber's coming in good, and I'd like to get more, get even more of these catacombs for fun. So do that. Again, heroes should have no issue against these. There's another... Oh, that's just another Frostworm. Again, there's a lot of opportunities for income here that I don't need. In fact, what I can do with these heroes is swing up and attack yellow, since we're up here right now.
Tread lightly. This is more important.
So let's go ahead and go. Then after yellow's gone, we can swing down and assist our heroes. Or our allies, rather, I should say. The blue dragon there is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. We have access to so many heroes now. Do the double locust sword dead as well. Arthas nuked down this guy. He's dead instantly because Arthas has so much HP. Oh my gosh. Then pop your ultimate. Dalvin, I guess use your ultimate. The rest of your stuff is fine, but not super necessary to have to use right now. Move on up here, buddy. Yeah, just keep attacking structures. Alright, this is absolutely insane. Good work, General Hoth. Dude, he's laying it down with the frost armor. He's able to absorb so much damage. The devotion aura is great, too. Good work. And then we got to get our heroes down here to kill this thing. More catacombs. Good stuff. And I think I've got... Here, let me do the no rest right now. And +3's finishing and coming up. Just get a lot of these upgrades. We could try the Arch Necromancers too. Sorry, General Hath. Wasn't really paying attention to you. We'll go ahead and just resummon you instantly. Okay, and then we can put the Tomes of Power as we find them on Arthas. if there are any more. But like he gets his XP much slower now, considering how much he has in the first place. So we continue to be over supply. I guess that's about what I expected. Let's
I can't build that.
let's keep doing this. I don't know if you get enough of these, it eventually would like crash the game or something. I obviously don't want to do that, but it might happen. We'll see. So we got brown still hanging around, and pink. Our allies have been doing decent. Those enemies have been hanging on, but we obviously want them to make sure that they're there to help us when the time is right. I love the look of the undead ogres, too. Okay. Another dragon. Move up with this group.
Tread lightly.
Oh, he's frozen. There you go, buddy. You're alive. You're safe. Okay, I don't see any tomes of power hanging around.
Speak. Make your choice.
There sometimes there's stuff behind these trees.
Must be.
I guess let's go ahead and...
I wish only to serve. Research complete.
What's this? A mana stone. We don't need that. Let's get the Gargoyle Spire now. This is going so much better than the time we played it on Map Arena. What's the challenge, by the way? Construct an orcish stronghold. Challenges? Why would you do this to me? So we need to charm.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Speak, fool.
Who do I have that has a charm? I should be able to make banshees. We need to possess an orc worker and build the stronghold before the map ends. I love that there's just ghouls everywhere. Do these guys still have their TC? It looks like no. Oh, they have one worker. We might be able to go and take that one if we're quick. We're also way over the food limit. I should have looked at that earlier. Let's check the achievements. Finish the mission without receiving or training a frostworm. Finish the mission without destroying the Alterasi castle. Construct a fortress within 15 minutes on brutal difficulty. I should have done that much earlier, is kind of the key here. I know I should have tried to do that so much earlier. My allies are going to kill all that stuff before it's too late.
Our forces are under attack.
I need stuff to die so that I can have enough supply to make a single Banshee. It sucks, but like... Okay. I should have taken... I could have also taken the Arthas ability that just instant steals stuff.
Tread lightly.
But since I took Obliterate, it wasn't the right choice. I like Obliterate, don't get me wrong.
This is more like it.
Where's the last... There's the last Frostworm.
No one orders.
So let's get down here and take these guys. This is just gonna give us more supply. So back away for a moment. I really don't want to kill my own frostworms, though. I really don't. Let's see how much XP we get back for killing these ogres.
Summoning is
3. Okay, they're kind of leaving this base for the most part. Again, I have a chance. I just need to kill enough stuff.
Guards the demon gate. Defeat these orcs quickly so that I can contact the demon lord.
Understood.
Come on. Okay, Banshee on the way. Rally up to Arthas. I can't believe I'm doing this. No! No! Well, maybe we can steal one of Red's before my allies win. Alright. So let's
Indeed.
swing over here, take this out. We got some cages as well. Again, we can't kill the frost... Well, now we can kill the frostworms because we will have our Banshee. Our allies are getting pushed back, which is good. This lady needs enough There's the Tome of Power. Arthas, come and snag this. So we need to push into red far enough to steal a peon and then be able to get out.
No one.
Okay, he's 34. I'm trying to decide the best way to do this without, like, basically restarting the whole thing. Come and kill this. Then we'll get the last one. Then we'll attack. I don't think I can get in here to steal one of these before they kill my... Oh, Highborn would work too. In fact, they just have outright charm, which works faster than possess. So let me also build the desecrated elven thing. I don't know if I can just sneak in there and take one and then get him out before it's too late. I think we have to get in there and distract. Let's just attack from both angles here. Get our heroes up here. Move the Banshee up here. Quick save. Again, we'll make this work. One way or another, we'll make this work. No, we won't. Okay, we got him. If you can just get out of here, buddy. He did. He made it. Okay. Pig farm, Great Hall. Go ahead. Back out now. Let's go ahead and get our other units down to the bottom, because that's where we're going to defend and attack from. It said we need to build a stronghold, and what that means is we have to build the TC, but then also upgrade it. So, I guess I'll make a cut while we wait, because that'll take some time. Okay. Just about done. I get the impression that 7 Blood has reduced the time it takes to upgrade your town centers, which I really, really like. Did that mark it? Yes. Okay. It says that it's complete. I feel like 7 Blood included this challenge just to spite me. Because I know they have... I know that they know that I hate when people constantly bug me to steal workers and build the other tech trees. Like, we already have 3 tech trees in our single tech tree here, alright? We don't need more tech trees. Do they have an enemy hero in here? Because it doesn't look like it. Anyway, we're supporting Calthazod, which is great, because he's able to bring in all these shadow spawns, too. You can kind of give him the opportunity to get in there to do that, and he's doing great work. Frostworm's doing Mondo damage, but they're also Mondo supply, so it's hard for me to justify making too many of them, though we got these ones for free, so that's good stuff. Who makes the pit? The boneyard. It's this guy. It's the acolytes. So there's like one item that we left on the ground. I'm comfortable with that. Again, sometimes there's stuff back there, but I'm capped and I'd have to wait for a supply to make a gargoyle to look around. Oh my god, I don't even know what is happening anymore. Just everybody use your ultimates. You're dead. Animate dead. Dalvin Gear, I mean, we took you, you're fine, so, yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we're in. Honestly, Calthazod's in here doing the most work out of all of us. Did Arthas fully level up? No. That's not a good sign, because if he doesn't get his full levels, then, I assume he goes into the next mission at level 34. Now, there have been enough Tomes of Power just sort of around that we can rely on those. The other thing, I mean, we could take him and look around for one that dropped down here, because I don't think I picked up the one that would have dropped there. We got the Orb of Frost, which I think was probably the most valuable thing that we could have gotten. I could also build a gargoyle now. Where's my crypt? Where's my crypt? I don't want to have to make a Reaver. They're too... Or Reaper. They're too slow. Just make a gargoyle and we can go and look. I made one of these off camera in the Key of the Three Moons mission. My allies might finish this for me. Because it's just to destroy the enemy base. I can see how those ghouls might get in the way of, like, if you wanted to build a structure, so we have to be careful with that in the future. I like them, though. Again, it's just like free units. You put in an initial investment. We're always floating money by the ends of these, so it's sort of like, yeah, sure, you know, why not? Okay, well, that's that. No Tome of Power here.
I call upon thee, Archimonde. Your humble servant seeks an audience.
You called my name, puny lich, and I have come. You are Calthazod, are you not?
Yes, Great One. I am the summoner.
Very well then. There is a special tome you must find. The only remaining spellbook of Medivh, the last guardian. Only his lost incantations are powerful enough to bring me into your world.
Where should we search for it, Great One?
Seek out the mortal city of Dalaran. It is there that the tome is kept. At twilight, 3 days from now, you will begin summoning.
Okay, no achievements. Sad stuff. I guess if I would have looked at them earlier, we could have gotten on the Stronghold thing much, much earlier. But the thought of also building orc units on this? Nah. Basically, in a response to anybody who's always like, why don't you ever possess a worker and build the other tech tree? The answer is kind of what I said at the end of the last mission, which is, I find it a little too easy to get paralyzed by choice. And if my current tech tree is doing the job just fine, I suppose there is a novelty to building even a different one. But we are now in a campaign where we have so many different groups of units at this point, not to mention the ones that we raise with Arthas and Arash, that it's like, I can't, like, also building up the entire orc tech tree just seems not only pointless, but just, like, too much. Very superfluous. I don't think it's really adding enough value to justify the amount of time it would take. But yeah, it's a meme on the channel because inevitably there's always somebody who's like, Jay Barino, why don't you possess a worker? Then you could build the human tech tree. As if it's something like I didn't know about. But yes, I choose not to do it. Yeah, this is a great mission. I do think that this has been improved upon from the Mapperino submission, if only because it fits so much better into the greater whole. When as a standalone map, it hits you as way too much, for sure. But when, you know, now we're playing this just after we finished the last mission, for example, it all just sort of works. I think it just all works together. It so much better as like a cohesive campaign, whereas, you know, as a standalone map, I think if a player randomly picked this map up, they'd be like, holy crap, why do I have 2 different builders that build different buildings and also have like 4 different Nerubians that I can build, etc., etc. Also, random thing to point out, but I feel like that Fallen Knight upgrade should be in the barracks and not in the Undead Elf building, whatever that one's called. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.